Alright, hey, this is my mini bike. The engine is from Harbor Freight. It's a Predator 212cc gas engine. Got all your little components right there. Great motor. It's on sale for $120 plus tax. So a great little bike. Had a problem the other day of it. At idle, it would engage the clutch. Right there's the clutch. So I posted a video and someone helped me out saying I should mess with this screw back here. Let me see if I can get it. Turn my light on. Right there. That screw. He told me to untighten it a little bit. And that's the idle screw, so I did that. So that's all working out. I'm thinking about putting a air filter on it right here. So I'm taking this air box off, put an air filter on it. If anybody has any way of getting one certain for this motor, so I don't have to try to make something or rig something myself, there's just two little bolts right here, and these undo, this whole box come off, and then right on the other side is the carburetor. So if there's any websites like that just has a little mod you just bolt onto there for an air filter, that'd be great. Please just put it in the box below as a comment. But I'm going to start it up for you and show you that it does run, does work. I do not have brakes. They're coming tomorrow. Disc brake, I'm just going to mount it to the rear sprocket like my other video said. Right to there, just mount a mounting bracket on the two other beams and run it to the sprocket. So yeah, let me get it started up for you. I don't have a kickstand, so I'm just using a piece of wood. Yep. Alright, hope this holds. And I hope it starts on the first pull, or two. Alright, let's see. Gas on, choke on, and switch on. So, gas off, choke doesn't matter. But yeah, I mean, it runs, it drives. I think I have to idle it down a little bit, because when I did start up, I could hear I could see it start to kind of push forward a little bit, but that's just because the idle screw right there, right here, idle screw, just need to be done a little bit more. That'll be good. This clutch over here, I don't know if you noticed, but the inside of this was turning. I'm not sure. I've never had one facing in like this, because the inside's like that. So I'm not sure if this is supposed to turn. I'm guessing it is. But I'm just going to take a mount a piece of metal from here, come over it, and mount another one somewhere else, probably down to one of these main bolts, just so it covers it so you don't have your leg near it or anything. As far as the chain, I'm not going to worry about that. No one's going to be dumb enough, I hope, to put their hand near it or try to stop it with their foot or something or other. But yeah, I'm going to try with a piece of metal going over the clutch. I have a mounting hole right there. And I'll probably either take one of these out and just extend it, or somehow find another one. But yeah, this is it. Thanks to the person that told me to turn that down a little bit. I kind of knew what to do, but I wasn't for sure, because these motors are all kind of different from different brands and different styles and all that. So yeah, I mean, it's a great little project. I bought the frame with the wheels and these fenders and the forks and all that for a pretty good price. I repainted the frame. These chrome fenders, I have two of them, but the back one I did not like on it, so I just left it off. These had a little bit of rust on it. You can kind of see it, but not much. but I mean the top were not bad rusty, but the bottoms are pretty rusty. And I used vinegar, white vinegar. I let them soak in there and then scrubbed them down with a brush, like a grill brush, and it started coming off. And then after a while, I didn't really care about the undersides. You'd never see them. I don't know if I can get it, but yeah, there you go. That was all rusty, like brown rusty. Now it's kind of, you know, a color is not rusty, but these springs were chrome. But after a while of trying to leave them in some vinegar, because there's vinegar has acid in it, and with the rust and acid, they kind of don't mix, so it kind of like takes the rust off or something like that. Started getting tired of trying to scrub inside of it, so I just more or less wiped it all down, got all the vinegar and acid off it, and then I just took a chrome spray paint. It's not really chrome, you know, but it's, you know, good enough, because otherwise you'd have rust spots all around it because there's hard spots to get in it. Other than that, it's, you know, works, and all the handlebars were bent because they were, for a big kid, they were like right on his lap, and it's kind of hard to steer. So the person I got it from bent them. You can kind of see the bends right there. Yeah, like a little bump right there, but not bad. You know, yeah, those are the rear holes for the rear fender, but trying to get the bolt, you know, you only have probably maybe less than a half an inch between that tire, and I didn't want, you know, a bump hitting it or something, you know, jabbing the tire with the bolt and ripping the tire apart, so I just left it off. You know, brand new motor, Harbor Freight Predator. It is hot. New clutch. Chain was old. I had to get a foot of chain. It's kind of new chain, old chain. See the master link right there? It separates them. So I had to get a foot of new chain just to make it fit. Other than that, not a big deal. This is a custom made seat. I literally took a piece of wood, measured it to how big I wanted it, drilled 2 holes in it, a littler, smaller roundness of a bolt, forced a bolt through it so it stayed in there, then bolted it to the underside because it had like these bar crossings with 2 holes. One's about here and one's about here. I just put a bolt down each one, nutted it on the bottom. I have some foam in here, 2 pieces, and when I put the cloth or material around it, this is kind of like a leather. I just pushed it down, and then I just like tightened it over, and then stapled it to the underside, just so, you know, it's kind of compact, so it's a little bit softer. The other one, the old one, it kind of like high up, and then it kind of higher, like, you know, the mini bike styles. I don't like those. Those look weird. So other than that, I mean, it's a great little project, you know. It's a fun little project to do by yourself or with, you know, your buddies or whatever. You know, see who can build the best one. Other than that, you know, it's kind of good, but so yeah, everything's really brand new on it, you know. New paint job, new motor, new clutch. Tires and rims are old, but you know, those aren't worth it, you know. Just sandblast them or bead blast them and then paint them again, or just paint over the rust spots if there are any like mine. You know, the frame's more or less the big part of it, because if you don't have a frame, you have nowhere to start, and if you start with the motor and try to work around the motor, then you can have problems coming later. Thank you. Tell me what you think. Tell me, you know, leave anything in the description of what I should do to it. Any upgrades with a motor that does not, like, tearing the motor all the way down. I don't want to go into, like, the motor sleeves and pistons and all that. I just want to do, like, stuff on, like, how to make it better, like air cleaner. There's a new carburetor I can do. I don't want to go into the motor, because if I mess it up, I'd have to either buy a new one or try to fix it. I don't want to have to try to fix it and put more money into it, you know. This orange stuff is just when I painted the frame, the dust came off it because I had it in my shed and it kind of blew onto it, but it's all wipeable off. So, but yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. Thanks.